Hi, I'm Debbie, and welcome to Divine Destiny with Debbie. Today we're reading for November 4th, 5th, and 6th, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Now, if this is the first time you've been on my channel, or if you want to just cross-watch for your other signs, then just go down there to the timestamp and it will bypass the introduction. This introduction is going to be on all the videos. Okay, sorry I'm a little bit late, still trying to fight whatever this is. Went to the doctor, understand it's seasonal allergies, and it's just until we get that really good frost, I'm going to just have some ups and downs with it. So thank you all for your concern. Thank you all for your wonderful, wonderful comments. Okay, so now let's go on and talk about the cards I'm going to be using. You know, I'm going to be using my Bradley Valentine Angel Tarot cards and then my John Holland Psychic Tarot and Oracle cards for the main reading. And then I will use my Grant and Doreen Virtue Angels of Abundance. And I will also use my Emily Anderson Crystal deck. Now, for this, the introduction, I'm going to use my traditional Waite Rider and my Colette Baron Reed The Good Tarot. I have prayed, meditated, and infused all the decks with Reiki energy. But remember, this is a general reading. It may or may not resonate. Take what you like, leave the rest. So we do have a very interesting time coming up with the full moon. The full moon will be on the, what is it going to be? It is going to be on the 8th. Interesting energy with that. And we'll talk more about it Friday. But on the 5th of November, we have Venus, which is 17 degrees in Scorpio, opposing Uranus, which is retrograde, but 17 degrees at Taurus. Now, Venus is all about relationships. Scorpio, it can be very kind, very loving. It can be very pointed energies regarding relationships. Scorpio, I look at Scorpio as the secret discoverer or the secret detective. Wants to look and see what the reality of the stuff is. Now, Scorpios can keep a lot of secrets themselves. So not saying that they're, that this is totally an honest, time. However, Scorpio does not like secrets in their own world. So we have Venus with Scorpio, relationships, secrets unraveling or being discovered. But then we have Uranus, which is the planet of expect the unexpected. It's retrograde, so there's a little bit more instability with that. And it's in Taurus. It's been in Taurus for since 2018, right? Taurus is about home, work, job, career, very stable energy. So we have instability in Taurus. We have, secrets being discovered regarding relationships. It feels like on the 5th is going to be a very intense energy, and not sure what we're going to discover, what we're going to see, but it's kind of like on the home front, secrets revealed, not necessarily what we want to hear or see. It's like one of those times I'd rather not know what I know now. So interesting times. And then we'll go into the 8th. And then the 8th has, with that full moon, total lunar eclipse. Okay. And then there's all of this stuff. Some of the planetary energies are in alignment or trine or positive, but there's a lot that's squared and that's also opposing. So let's see what we've got going on. So we've got some very intense energies starting, I would say, more around that 4th, 5th of the month, and I would say again leading into like the 10th, 11th of the month. Interesting times. Here we go. Let's see what we've got. One card has fallen out. And here we are here. I hope I don't sniffle during our reading. Here we go. First card is the Page of Cups. So what is this? What is this I see? So pages, all the court cards have dual energies. Pages, underlying energy is our earth energy, Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. Earth, money, job, career type of energy, our home energy. Now the Queen, I will just go through it now. The Queen's underlying energy, the Knight's underlying energy is fire. Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. Passionate, burning, determined, fire energy. The Queen's underlying energy is water. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Fluid, emotional, romantic to some extent, but very, very, putting your heart into it, whether it be right or wrong. And then we have the King's underlying energy, which is air, which is our Aquarius, our Gemini, and our Libra. So we do have a lot of things going on. Oh, well, air is basically thinking things through, making some plans, very linear thinking. It's also hearing news. Okay, so we have some interesting energy where, Aquarius, my Saturn in Aquarius. Mars is now retrograde in Gemini. I think we have 4 or 5 planets in the water energies between Scorpio and Pisces. So we've got some, but then we have our Earth energies. We have Capricorn, which is Pluto. So we've got some strong stuff going on. The only energy we really don't have at play right now is our fire energy. So we're not quite balanced out that way. The water energy planets, or the planets that I was telling you about, water energy, that's going to make us a little bit more emotional also. So now we come to the Page of Cups. So Earth energy, underlying. Water energy, emotional. Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer, emotional, fluid. And I always look at this, and it's pages are very enthusiastic. They want to jump right in. But I just had this, first thing I said was, and what do we have here? This is quizzical. This is different. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do with this. Not quite sure. Do I throw you back? Do I keep you? Why are you even here for me? Because, he's looking at his fish. This fish has come to him. The fish is also like looking at him like, and what do we have here? So kind of feeling a little bit out of place, kind of feeling a little bit odd. I'm not quite sure what we're doing with this just yet. Again, I'm speaking for the card, and now next time could give me a totally different reading. But I just feel, and what are we doing now? Where are we going with this now? So there is something new, this traditionally is a new romantic energy, new romantic experience about to, unfold for us. I'm kind of getting a very quizzical energy here, like I'm not quite sure where or what I'm even supposed to be doing. So I feel it's more of an energy that's just kind of saying, again, what are we doing? What is this all about? So let's see what we've got here. The Hanged Man. The Hanged Man, this is reversed, and remember, reversed energies are stronger. So this is a 12. This is a major arcana card. 12, you think of it as a 1, new beginning, 10, transition. Plus 2 is our choices, decisions. Add it together, it becomes a 3. Numbers are important. 3 is creativity, celebration. It's also the power of 3. This is the Hanged Man. This is looking at things a little bit differently. So it's kind of like, I just feel this very quizzical energy coming from this Page of Cups. Not quite sure what I'm supposed to be doing, where I'm supposed to be going. And then the Hanged Man says, wait a minute, you're not looking at it the right way. You need to look at things differently in order for this to move forward, or in order for it to at least have a semblance of making sense. So something's going on this weekend, and again, that Venus in Scorpio, connects with this for me too. It's like, what are we supposed to be doing? Where are we supposed to be going with all of this? You need to look at things differently. It could be, the one thing I know about the Hanged Man is, even though he's hanging there by his 1 foot, and, he's not necessarily in pain, nor is he, he does not look like he's in pain, nor does he look like he's having a very hard time sustaining this pose. So whatever's going on for this weekend, again, with the relationships, with the, the secrets being discovered, things like that, we have to look at things differently, and it may not necessarily make sense. The Hanged Man says not everything makes sense. Just look at it differently, and maybe the answers will come. Okay, next card here. Well, this is lovely. So here we have a 21. So we have a 2, we have a 2 plus a 1, and we've talked what 2s and 1s are all about. The world means things come back to, things, what goes around comes around. Things come to full circle. things are being brought to another level, to another place, but it's also being brought to a better level, a better place. So the world energy does have a lot of balance to it, does have a lot of completion to it. So whatever this is going on has a completing energy to it. Things are coming around, not necessarily full circle. It's, that would be more your Wheel of Fortune, or, well, this does have kind of a full circle, but it doesn't always come back to the same spot, okay? But the world does bring about a good job, does bring about possibilities, opening, you've done what you needed to do. Now it's time to wait and to rest and to get ready for your next chapter. So that's quite lovely. That's quite lovely. Again, the Page of Cups, quizzical. And what do we do now? What do we do now? The Hanged Man, look at things differently. Things are coming around full circle. And in many ways, the world does bring about answers too. So let's see what we've got going here. The Colette Baron Reed, the Good Tarot. What do you have for us? What do you have for us? Okay, here we go. The Queen of Water. So remember I told you the Queen's underlying energy is water, and this is water. So there's a lot of water energy right now. And like I told you, I think there's like 4 or 5 planets that are either in Pisces, Scorpio, or they're about to go in it. The balance has shifted. It's more of an emotional energy. There's more of a feeling very deeply energy. But the Queen of Water, she is royalty. She stands in her royalty. She feels very, very deeply. She loves very deeply. So this in itself whatever's going on is being done because of a caring energy. It's very caring, whatever's going on. It may not necessarily be easy, or you might not necessarily understand what's going on. We may not understand what's going on. But it's being done because it's very caring, very loving energy here too. So I guess that thing, that Venus in Scorpio, like I said, it's opposing Uranus in Taurus. It's shaking things up a lot in our home front, in our security. It's shaking things up, but it's being shaken, it's being shook for a good reason. So the Queen of Water, romantic, emotional, very loving energy. Again, not necessarily, we might not understand it per se, but the world does come out to say, good job, things are coming, or things are going where they need to be going. Okay? Anyway. Okay, we made that short, but I just want to be able to get my readings done and get them out to you. So please take a moment to like, share, and subscribe. Click on the bell down there for notifications. You really help me out by doing that. But why don't we get started with our readings? And hello to my Cancers. How are you? Well, you're going to have to forgive me. I'm having a little hard time reading the cards. I'm not meaning reading the cards. I mean actually, what does that say? So let's see what we do for you, my Cancers, if I can see, especially the Angels of Abundance cards. It's like, oh my gosh, did they make that print smaller? So let's see what we have for my Cancers. Interesting times we're going into. You are the moon baby, so just be, as we get to this full moon, just interesting energies going on, breakthrough energies in many, many ways, but not necessarily, again, what else is new? Easy energies. So let's see what we have for you. Oh, and some cards are coming out. Okay, I like those. Knight of Earth. Ooh, going after a good job. 9 of Fire, being really forceful and really standing firm. So hold on a second. Let's pull this last one out. So here we are. For my Cancers, what do we have for you? Okay, the first card, this one's reversed, and this one's reversed too. So Knight of Earth. Knight is directional, goes after what he wants, but he needs to figure out what that is first. Knight's underlying energy is the fire energy, And earth energy is our Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. So this is about, this is going after your money, your job, your career, possibly your home. There's a sense of protection energy around this too. I'm not sure why that is, but I'm kind of getting that, well, maybe because of this Nine of Fire, that what you've built, what you've achieved, what you have put together, where you're going. You have put a lot of time, effort, blood, sweat, tears type of energy into that. And you are, you're very close to like almost that ring, almost that gold ring, almost the, you're very close to almost finishing that type of race. Now, the Knight of Earth, and again, that's what I'm picking up with these two. The Knight of Earth is about, like I said, Knight of Fire goes after what he wants. Earth, though, kind of takes it easy a little bit. Looks at the playing field, looks at all the options, watches what needs to be done. And then when he feels that it's his time, or when he feels it's time to move, he then gets moving. Okay, so something that you're watching, something that you're kind of like keeping an eye on, not to say that you've stopped your movement at all, no, because you're moving forward. Like I said, there's a lot of protection energy, protecting what you've built here. But now you're at this little bit of a crossroads, you're at a little bit of choices, so you're watching and waiting, and then it looks like the time is now here for you to make that movement, to go after what you want. Okay, so the Knight of Earth is loyal, dedicated, honorable, kind. Time to buckle down and get things done. Honor your commitments, a guardian angel. So the Nine of Earth, the Nine of Fire. Nine has, let's wrap it up. You've got everything you need. Fire energy is our Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. There's not a whole lot of any of those going on, but Sagittarius is around the corner, so it's the next season. Passionate, burning, very determined. She is, I love her. She is who I call the dragon tamer, sometimes the dragon slayer. She doesn't give up. She protects her young. She protects her village. She protects whatever it is that needs protecting. And she will not back down. This is someone my Cancers, because this has your energy all over it. She is someone that the general view, does not want to come across, okay? Or want to cross, let's put it that way. Don't give up. Protect that which you've created. Have courage and believe in yourself. So stand up for yourself too. Okay, next card, reversed. The Five of Earth. Okay, so 5 has some change energy. Positive, negative energy. Earth energy, again, that Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo energy. Money, job, career. So this is one of this. So it's whatever's going on here, it's almost like, you're just not really sure of that future. You're really not sure of where all of this is going. But the thing about these two cards, these are the ones that fell out. These are the ones that say you have to you don't have to. Your choice is always. Go after your dreams. Go after what it is you want. Go after, try, what's the worst thing that can happen? If you don't ask, no, the answer is no. If you do ask, it could still be a no, but you could get a yes. But there's a little bit of worry about it. It's like, well, what if I do this and, and this happens or that happens? And I'm not saying you don't think about the things that could happen. That's rational energy there. That's kind of like, do I just jump in when the fire, or do I ease in? How do I work on this? But this has a lot of this has your dreams, your hopes, your wishes, and this has your fears. This has your fears. Well, what if it doesn't work out? Well, what if it doesn't? If it's going to make you feel vulnerable, and that's the only thing it's going to do, then you may want to really think about going after that. If it's going to create something that's going to create a hardship for your family or for yourself, well, then you might want to take a consideration on that too. But there just seems a lot of like you're ready for some changes, you're ready for some moves, and then the Five of Earth gives that little bit of fear, gives the fear of security. Do I have the money? Do I have what it takes? So there is a little bit of worry with security here, There's a lot of passion, a lot of thinking things through. I want to do this. I really want, this is my path. This is where I want to go. But what if? What if? So this Five of Earth is a little bit on that shakier energy here. So you don't, sometimes you don't, remember that Knight of Earth is taking things slow until he figures out what it is and how he wants to do it. So you don't have to do it all this weekend, but this Nine of Fire is saying, stay true to yourself. Keep pursuing your dreams. Okay, the Five of Earth is fear surrounding money, the wisdom to accept help from others, uncertain self-employment. So while it may not be the right time for self-employment per se, as an example, it doesn't mean you have to give up that dream. It just means the timing was off. It's okay. It's okay. So let's see what we've got here. John Holland, Psychic Tarot and Oracle cards. Let's see. What do we have for my Cancers here? Patience. Patience and planning. The planning is that Knight of Earth. The patience is that Knight of Earth. But that nine of Fire means don't give up your dreams. Don't give up your plans. Keep focused. Keep focused on it. It may not be for this week or this weekend, this week, but just keep, stay patient. Keep your plans going. Now, we have a 7. 7 is a divine number, divine umbrella, divine interference, divine intervention. But there's a divine covering over what you're looking at now. Okay, let's see. Angels of Abundance. What do we have for my Cancer? So 9, 5, 7, 7, 5, 9. Here we go. So don't give up on your dreams. Don't give up on your dreams. Maybe not happening right this minute, but don't give up. Okay, let's see what we've got going. And the fact that, that when you say, when this kind of energy, it's like, well, maybe, wait a little bit. That's really very positive because, like I said, maybe not this weekend, but maybe next weekend. Let's see what we've got here. Angels of Abundance for my Cancers. Attracting, not chasing. Let's see if I can read this. It's very tiny print. And Pisces, I think, got this one too. So if you have any Pisces in your chart, you may want to look at their cross watch. Okay. Attracting anything or anyone you chase after will run the other way because of the fears underlying chasing energy. Instead, attract what you need by sending out love, gratitude, and welcoming energy. So it's kind of a push-pull energy here. So if you're, it's like, oh, I want it, if there's a desperation energy pushes things away. Trusting energy pulls it to you. And many times, like I've told you this, many times there's been things that I've needed, wanted, or, just, okay. So I just said, no, it's going to happen. It's going to happen. God's timing, higher power's timing, not mine, but it's going to happen. Okay, let's see what we have, what crystal or energy we have here for my Cancers. Here we go. Blue lace agate. Kindness, good communication, peaceful outcomes, love, and marriage. I like that. So not necessarily your timing, my Cancers, higher power's timing. That's unfortunately or fortunately we should say. That's how things work. But don't, the chasing repels. The trusting attracts. Okay, my Cancer. Take a moment, please, to like, share, subscribe, click on the bell for notifications. As always, my Cancers, know that you are loved, stay shining, and be blessed. Bye-bye.